I don't have a lot of experience growing bulb or Florence fennel. I don't know why I haven't tried growing more of it in the past, but I guess it seemed like it would be a difficult crop. But this year we've been including batches of fennel in with the quick rotation crops. And although there have been some issues and I still have more to learn, we've been able to harvest some good quality bulbs. We started sowing the fennel at the beginning of May, treating it more as a summer crop, but I wonder how much earlier in the spring we can grow these plants in this climate, especially in the polytunnel. We have been sowing some batches directly into the growing bed and transplanting seedlings for other batches. I'm still not sure what method produces the best quality plants, but it seems to take between 10 and 12 weeks after sowing for reasonable sized bulbs to form, at least with the variety we are using and the growing conditions that we've had this year. So the use of transplants seems to help to fit these slower maturing plants in with the 8-week rotation that I'm aiming for with these beds, but I suspect the strong taproot of these plants would benefit more from direct sowing. We have had issues of competition from more established chard plants in the adjacent bed, stunting some of the fennel plants in one batch. And about half of the young plants in another batch were damaged at the soil level by some unknown pest. But the remaining plants went on to produce some of the better quality fennel that we've been able to harvest so far this year. There has been a distinct yellowing of some of the older leaves, especially when there has been some competition, and I suspect fertility issues or not enough water. Apparently fennel is one of those crops that really benefits from consistently high soil moisture levels, allowing them to form those wide bulbs. And I know there's been times when we haven't been watering enough. I'm also still trying to figure out appropriate density for the fennel plants, and we are probably trying to squeeze in too many fennel plants into these intensively cropped beds. More space between the plants may help them grow faster and a lot larger, but I suspect a greater number of smaller bulbs is possibly better in this context. I would like to try a few different varieties of fennel to see which ones might grow better with a closer spacing, and to see which ones might grow better at different times of the year in this climate. So it still feels like I've got a lot to learn about the appropriate varieties, propagation methods, plant density, how early or late in the season to sow, and the general care for this fennel crop. But it has been really good to be able to harvest a few decent bulbs of fennel this year, and I'm looking forward to trying to produce a more consistent supply next year.